Hello, wizards. How are you doing today? Today, I want to share with you about the most important thing that you can do to connect with your higher self, and that is centering. I'm going to share with you what is centering essentially, and I'm going to share with you some ways that you can use to center yourself and develop your connect with your higher self. So, what is centering? Centering is essentially any practice, any method, any activity that allows you to bring alignment to your energies, to bring stillness in your beingness, you see? Because every time you calm down and align and balance your energies within, you can connect and hear the voice of your higher self speaking through you, because your higher self constantly speaks through you through your energies, right? So when our energies are all chaotic and erratic and externally engaged, you might be engaged in some activity, you might be engaged in a thought process. When such a thing is going on, it's not easy for us to listen to what our higher self is trying to guide us towards, right? And that is when we tend to make all sorts of wrong choices, move towards all sorts of wrong directions, which take us away from our life purpose timeline, our path of least resistance and most harmonious evolution, right? And that's when our life gets hard, difficult, there's a lot of struggle involved. So this is why I want you to know the importance of centering. You see, anything that you do that calms you down, anything that you do that brings relaxation, that makes you feel at ease, that makes you calm, that is essentially a centering practice. Now, that practice could be something like listening to music. That practice could be as simple as resting, as simple as talking to a friend or taking a walk or reading a book or watching some videos on YouTube. It doesn't matter what it is. But if you notice that while you are engaged in that activity, your energies are coming down. It's becoming still. You're becoming relaxed. You're becoming more and more centered. That is a centering practice for you, right? For everybody, there will be something different, but there will be something that allows you to center yourself. And I would urge you to do more of that, to engage more in such sort of activities, because you will notice when you are calm, when you are still, you are in your most receptive state, and that is when you can pay attention to the signal of your higher guidance, right? So I always talk about how the divine guidance system functions, how your higher guidance, higher self speaks to you. Very recently I made a video on that, how the divine guidance system is right within you and how it speaks to you. So maybe you can watch that video. I'll probably link it up in the card section. You'll find it here. But essentially, your divine guidance system is your own state of being, and through which your higher self is constantly speaking to you. And the way you can tune into that is by centering. So I'm going to share with you some very simple ways by which you can center yourself. Okay, some things that I have found very helpful in my own journey, right? So these are, number one, okay, is walking, taking long walks. Okay, now this is one of my favorite actually. This I have been doing for quite some time, and on and off I have noticed that this has been very helpful. Okay, so when I notice that there is something going on in my energies and I need some direction, I need some clarity about something, but I can't because my energies are all, going crazy inside. That is when I find some time to, go to my rooftop and just walk alone by myself for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, not trying to figure things out. I'm not trying to think like this, that, okay, I'll take a walk, and while I'm walking, I'm going to figure all the things that is going on in my life. I'm going to solve it out. No, that is not the point. What I do is this, okay, that is I walk, and while I'm walking, I'm just allowing myself to let go of my hold over the challenge or the solution or the problem or whatever that is that I'm overthinking, or or getting too much drawn into, because that is essentially what centering is. Centering is not about solving things or asking your higher self what is going on. You see, very recently I made a video that your higher self, you do not never ask, you need not ever ask your higher self, because your higher self already knows. Maybe I'll link that video up in the cards again. So essentially what a centering practice is just finding a way to let go. You see, it's like the analogy of the hot stove. Okay, so if you have a hot stove and you're holding it, then you're burning your hand. Similarly, when something is going on and if you're constantly focused on it, that is also very much akin to burning your hand. It's not helping you. You need to let go, right? When you let go, what happens? Things starts falling into place. That is when your higher self can tell you what it wants to give to you. For example, think of it this way, that something is going on and you want certain clarity, you want to know what your higher self it wants you to do, but while all this time you are thinking, you are trying to solve things. Basically it's like you are conversing with yourself. You are conversing with yourself, you're giving yourself all sorts of reasoning and this and that. So if you are constantly active in your own head, how can you hear the voice of your higher self? So you have to stop. So centering is just a way to stop. Centering is just a way to let go. Let your hands off the hot stove. So when you walk, that is what I do. At least when I walk, that is, I try to let go. I'm like, I just focus on my breath and my energies, take deep breaths, and I keep walking. Whenever I see the thought is coming back, it's trying to grip me again, I'm going to let go. I'm not going to do it. And I keep focusing on my breath and how I'm feeling in my energy. I direct my awareness to my energies. And that's it. My state of being, my energies, my breath. I'm not trying to uh, focus on my breath, as in it's just being within myself, just being, not doing. Centering is essentially being. It's not a doing. Centering is essentially a non-doing. You see, if that makes any sense. Non-doing is something that makes no sense in the hero stage of consciousness. I talk about the 3 stages of consciousness, which is very important in the spiritual awakening journey. All that I teach is based majorly on the 3 stages of consciousness: the victim stage, the hero stage, and the wizard stage. So you might watch that video. Probably I'll link it up here. There I talk that when we are in the hero stage, we are having the doer energy, just want to do stuff. So essentially there is a part of us which always wants to control things and do things and figure things on its own, and that is the part which stops us from centering, okay, from letting go, because it's the opposite energy, you see. So when I'm walking, when I allow myself to let go, I notice the hero pattern within me which keeps coming back, and which is trying to hold, which is trying to solve problems. And I tell myself, no, no, not for the next 15-30 minutes. I'm going to just come back and let go. It's like a constant letting go process. It's like your hand is automatically trying to go there and you're like, no. Going there, no. Going there, no. You see, that is how it is. That's what essentially centering is. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Letting go is a non-doing. Letting go is a non-activity, which the mind freaks out when it tries to do. It's like, how can my problems be solved if I don't do something about it? That is how problems get solved in wizard consciousness. You see, when you let things go, things start falling into place. You vibrationally rise up and things start falling into place. Right? Right? So essentially any practice, it could be, again, it could be walking, it could be talking to a friend, listening to music, reading a book, resting, sleeping, whatever that is. You know what that is for you. What is your own centering practice? Maybe in the comment section, share with me, what are some of the things that calms you down? What are some of the things that you notice that when you do them, it brings balance to your energies, right? When you do more of them, this is what you'll notice. In that calmness, Once I have like walked for like 15-30 minutes, I start noticing that what my higher guidance is asking me to do. It's like it becomes very clear because the water is still, and it becomes very clear that, okay, this is how my higher guidance is asking me to handle the situation. It becomes so clear when there's less chaos going on in your energies, right? So if you want to learn a very active centering practice, I have created my own method, which I call the 2 minutes inner audit method, which is an active centering practice as well as an audit to pay attention to your inner indicators, the inner indicators of your divine guidance system. You have a divine guidance system and you have inner indicators through which your higher self communicates to you. If you want to learn this method from me directly, then I'm hosting a free 90 minutes Zoom masterclass group training session this Saturday, where I'm going to be sharing with you all about this method. I'm going to share with you how to connect with your divine guidance system, how to ascend to the wizard stage of consciousness, the fourth density stage of consciousness, where all the magical possibilities of life starts opening up to us, right? And I'm going to share with you how we manifest our best life in wizard consciousness, right? So if you want to know and learn from me directly, then do attend my masterclass. It's a free Zoom group training session happening mostly this Saturday. You will find the exact date and time for my masterclass in the sign up page. You'll find the sign up page in the description of my YouTube video. Visit the sign up page and sign up for my masterclass. In the masterclass, you'll get to ask me questions directly, and I'll get the opportunity to answer your questions directly. Okay, it's going to be amazing. Okay, so do attend my masterclass, and if you want to know how to remove obstacles and resistance that you're experiencing within you that is stopping you from moving towards in the direction where your higher guidance wants you to go, then I recently made a video on that exact topic, which might help you in your journey. So watch that. It'll probably appear in your screen here. So watch it, and I'll see you again soon. Have fun. Bye-bye.